Some summer trends are not just outdated in 2026. They are quietly making women look less refined, less intentional, and in some cases, surprisingly cheap. And the worst part? Many of these trends still fill stores, Pinterest boards, and influencer outfits, which means women keep buying them, believing they still look stylish. They don't. Because this summer, elegance is no longer loud. It is controlled, polished in a way that almost looks effortless. And if your outfits still rely on overly trendy pieces to feel fashionable, this video may completely change how you dress this season. Because by the end, I'll show you the one comfortable summer item women keep wearing everywhere that instantly destroys sophistication, no matter how expensive the outfit is. Let's begin. 1. Micro mini skirts as everyday wear. The micro mini is officially exhausted, not because short skirts are inherently unattractive. They are not, but because extreme proportions always burn out quickly. For 2 years, fashion became obsessed with showing more skin, more leg, more exposure, more shock value. And eventually, the eye gets tired. Elegant women understand something most people ignore. Mystery always outlasts exposure. That is exactly why longer hemlines suddenly feel so powerful again in 2026. Midi skirts, soft column silhouettes, relaxed maxis that move beautifully when you walk. They create presence instead of desperation for attention. And here's the styling shift most women still have not understood. A longer skirt actually makes the body look more expensive when styled correctly, especially in summer, because movement, fabric flow, and proportion suddenly become visible. A cream linen midi skirt with leather sandals and delicate jewelry looks infinitely more elevated than a skin-tight micro mini with trendy accessories. And if you are petite, do not panic. Elegant does not mean shapeless. The trick is structure. A fitted waist, a slight slit, a sandal that elongates the foot. That combination creates elegance without sacrificing femininity. But the next dead trend is where fashion has become almost painfully obvious. 2. Neon colors everywhere. Neon is the fashion equivalent of shouting in a quiet room. And in 2026, refined women are no longer shouting. They are whispering. Neon pink, neon green, electric orange, head-to-toe acid colors. They instantly date an outfit because they belong to a very specific social media era, one built on visibility, not sophistication. And here's the deeper issue. Neon often wears you instead of the other way around. The color becomes the entire conversation. Elegant dressing should enhance the woman first, not overpower her. Notice what wealthy European summer wardrobes often rely on. Butter yellow, soft olive, warm ivory, dusty rose, terracotta, muted blue, mocha brown. These shades feel expensive because they mimic nature, age beautifully in sunlight, and photograph elegantly without trying too hard. If you love color, you do not need to become boring. You simply need restraint. A muted coral blouse with white trousers feels timeless. A neon orange set feels temporary. And temporary is rarely elegant, but here's where many women unknowingly lower the quality of their entire appearance. 3. Matching athleisure sets. Outside the gym. This trend survived longer than it should have. The matching biker shorts and cropped sports bra set became normalized during a time when comfort replaced structure in almost every area of life. But that era is fading. And now, wearing workout clothes everywhere often reads as unfinished rather than relaxed. There is a difference. Elegant women know how to dress comfortably without looking accidental. That is the real skill. Linen trousers, soft cotton poplin shirts, relaxed matching sets with tailoring, wide-leg drawstring pants and quality fabrics. These pieces breathe beautifully in summer while still looking intentional. And intention is what creates elegance. If you fix only one thing from this video, let it be this. Your clothes should always look chosen, not simply thrown on, because people can instantly feel the difference, even if they cannot explain it. Does this happen to you too? You put on something technically cute, but somehow still feel underdressed? This is usually why. And the next trend is one elegant woman quietly stopped wearing long ago. 4. Loud tropical vacation prints. The giant palm leaves, the flamingos, the loud tropical florals. These prints scream vacation instead of embodying it. And sophisticated summer style never looks like a costume. That is the key difference. A woman with true elegance does not dress like she is trying to convince everyone she is on holiday. She simply looks relaxed, radiant, and well-dressed. That subtlety matters. In 2026, summer prints are becoming quieter and far more refined. Thin stripes, small botanical prints, soft watercolor florals, tiny geometric details. Patterns that invite a second glance instead of demanding the first. And here is an important styling principle. If your print is loud, the rest of the outfit must become extremely disciplined. Otherwise, the entire look becomes visually chaotic. This is why expensive summer wardrobes rely so heavily on solids: white, camel, navy, chocolate brown, sand, black linen in the evening. The simplicity creates authority. And speaking of things that quietly destroy sophistication, we need to talk about bags. 5. Tiny micro bags. Micro bags were amusing for 5 minutes. Now they simply look impractical. And impracticality rarely communicates elegance, especially not mature elegance. A woman balancing a tiny novelty bag while carrying her real belongings in another tote does not look luxurious. She looks inconvenienced. The trend died because women became exhausted by fashion that functions like a theater. 2026 is returning to intelligent dressing. Structured medium bags, soft leather shoulder bags, classic top handles, woven textures in neutral tones. Bags that actually complete an outfit instead of interrupting it. And there is another psychological detail most women overlook. A good handbag stabilizes an outfit visually. It grounds the look. That is why a polished, medium-sized bag can make even simple jeans and a white shirt appear expensive. But the next trend may upset some people, because women still defend these shoes aggressively. 6. Chunky platform sandals. Heavy platform sandals instantly pull elegance downward, literally and visually. They create weight at the bottom of the body, which fights against the airy refinement that summer style should have, especially with dresses. Elegant summer outfits should glide, not stomp. And this year, fashion is moving sharply toward lighter silhouettes. Minimal leather sandals, kitten heels, slim straps, elegant toe shapes, shoes that lengthen the leg instead of overwhelming it. And here is the styling secret that changes everything. In summer, your shoes should almost disappear into the outfit. Don't dominate it. That is why nude sandals, woven textures, soft metallics, and sleek black flats feel so elevated right now. They support the look quietly, and quiet luxury always lasts longer than loud trends. But this next trend is where many women confuse fashion forward with attractive. 7. Corset tops as everyday clothing. The corset top had its moment, a dramatic one, but now it often feels overly constructed and strangely exhausting to look at, especially in daylight. The problem is not femininity. The problem is performance. When a garment looks overly engineered, overly tight, overly theatrical, it stops feeling elegant and starts feeling costume-like. Sophisticated summer style in 2026 is softer. Silk camisoles, beautiful draped blouses, relaxed linen tops with subtle tailoring, clothing that flatters naturally instead of aggressively sculpting the body. And interestingly, this often looks far more sensual, because confidence becomes visible when a woman is comfortable in her clothing, not fighting with it. Stay with me, because the next trend is one of the biggest reasons modern summer style started looking visually chaotic. 8. Festival fashion as everyday wear fringe. Excessive crochet, layered body jewelry, sheer mesh everywhere. Festival fashion belongs in festivals. Context matters. That is something elegant women understand deeply. An outfit should harmonize with its environment. When heavily styled festival pieces appear in ordinary daytime settings, they immediately feel performative, and people can sense that energy instantly. In 2026, sophisticated women are embracing what stylists call elevated naturalism. Natural fabrics, relaxed silhouettes, intentional simplicity, beautiful textures instead of excessive decoration. Think of the woman who enters a room quietly, yet somehow becomes impossible to ignore. That is the energy modern elegance is moving toward, not visual noise. And now we arrive at the trend that disappeared shockingly fast. 9. Cottagecore summer. Cottagecore was romantic because it represented fantasy, softness, escapism, simplicity. But fantasy trends rarely survive once everyone adopts them. Eventually, the charm disappears. And suddenly the puff sleeves, milkmaid tops, tiny floral prairie dresses, and exaggerated ruffles begin to feel childish instead of poetic. 2026 elegance is becoming more grounded. Cleaner lines, sharper silhouettes, more maturity. Women want to look serene now, not costume-inspired. And this is important. You can still wear feminine details without looking trapped in an old trend cycle. A delicate cotton dress with subtle structure, beautiful. A head-to-toe prairie fantasy outfit, outdated. Balance is what separates elegance from imitation. And finally, the summer item that many women still think is completely harmless, but it quietly cheapens almost every outfit. 10. Pool slides as everyday shoes. This may be the biggest elegance killer of all, because women wear them with everything now. Dresses, trousers, lunch outfits, shopping outfits, sometimes even the evening looks. But pool slides were designed for wet floors around swimming pools, not elegant daily dressing, and your shoes always communicate more than people realize. They reveal standards. Minimal leather sandals instantly elevate posture, movement, and silhouette. Rubber pool slides instantly flatten the sophistication of an outfit, even if the clothing itself is beautiful. That is why elegant women pay obsessive attention to shoes, because shoes finish the sentence. And here is the irony. The replacement is not difficult or expensive. Simple flat sandals, soft leather straps, elegant woven slides, a refined thong sandal in a neutral shade. Effortless, comfortable, chic. That is where summer 2026 is going. Not toward more trends, toward better taste. Because this entire shift happening in fashion right now can be summarized in one sentence. Women are no longer dressing to look trendy. They are dressing to look refined. And those are two completely different goals. So now I'm curious. Which one of these trends are you still secretly holding on to? And which dead trend surprised you the most? And if you enjoy this kind of timeless, elegant style analysis, the kind that teaches you why certain women always look expensive without trying, subscribe to Aisha's Elegance.